Have you ever stood in front of your pantry, perhaps after a grocery run, and wondered if every single item inside needed that little kosher symbol? It can certainly feel a bit overwhelming to think you need to check every single package, can it? The good news is, no, not every pantry item requires a specific kosher certification label. In fact, many foods are inherently kosher and do not need a special symbol to confirm their status. The necessity for a kosher label primarily arises when a food product is processed, contains multiple ingredients, or is subject to certain Kashrut laws. For example, raw, fresh fruits and vegetables, plain whole grains like rice or oats, or basic, unflavored spices are generally kosher without a special symbol. This is because their natural and processed state means they inherently comply with Jewish dietary laws. However, once these items are mixed with other ingredients, processed in a facility that might handle non-kosher products, or contain specific additives, a kosher certification becomes absolutely crucial. This certification ensures that all components and the entire production method adhere strictly to Kashrut principles. Consider items like bread, cheese, yogurt, and even some cooking oils. Their production often involves steps or ingredients, such as certain types of rennet in cheese or specific emulsifiers in bread, that could compromise their kosher status without proper oversight. So how do you know what to check and what you can pass by? Always look for a reliable kosher symbol on processed foods, all dairy products, baked goods, condiments, snack items, and virtually anything with a long list of ingredients. These symbols, such as an OU, a KOFK, or an OK, are your trusted guides, indicating that the product has been verified. For fresh, raw produce, whole grains, and basic, unflavored spices or legumes, you typically do not need to hunt for a label. These are broadly understood to be kosher by their very nature. This concept of kosher by nature applies to a wide variety of fundamental food groups, which significantly simplifies your grocery shopping routine. When you see a reputable kosher certification agency's symbol, you know they have diligently verified every ingredient, every processing aid, and even the equipment used to ensure the highest Kashrut standards. They are checking things like ensuring an emulsifier is not animal-derived, or confirming that production lines are properly cleaned and maintained between runs of kosher and non-kosher items. Understanding which foods are naturally kosher and which specifically requiring certification is a real game changer. It saves you valuable time at the grocery store, significantly reduces stress in your kitchen, and ultimately allows you to confidently and easily maintain a kosher home. You can step away from unnecessary worries, knowing exactly when and where to look for that essential kosher seal.
If you love kosher living, like, subscribe, and join our table.